RAJ Sahiba.
22 years old, RAJ Sahiba, 2 fights and 2 wins. Turned pro earlier this year, making a debut in May, and then boxed again in August, both times in India. Won by majority decision the first time, and by stoppage the second time, both scheduled for 4 rounds. The stoppage coming in the 3rd round in that most recent fight.
Дамы и господа, а в золотой угол ринга добро пожаловать представляющая Октябрьский Башкортостан Азалия Аминева!
So here comes Azaliya Amineva, 2021 European Youth Champion, on debut in Sofukov in July, won by 1st round stoppage against Rahima Mafundo. Boxed at the World Championships in 2023. The 2nd pro outing tonight.
Итак, дамы и господа, нас ожидают 6 раундов бокса в весовой категории 66 килограммов. Представляю участниц этого боя и первым бойца в черном углу. Ей 22 года, ее рост 175 сантиметров, а вес 65 килограммов и 200 граммов. Ее рекорд насчитывает 2 боя, во всех одержанные победы, в том числе 1 нокаутом, представляющая Харьяну, Индия, RAJ Sahiba. Боксеру в золотом углу 21 год. Ее рост 174 сантиметра, а вес 65,6 килограмма. Двукратная чемпионка России, победитель первенства Европы и мира, чемпионка игр БРИКС, мастер спорта международного класса, представляющая Октябрьский Башкортостан, Россия, Азалия Аминева!
So 6 in the welterweight division here. Azaliya Amineva 1-0 up against RAJ Sahiba 2-0.
Listen, my command, head up, no holding, no low blow, okay? Check and good luck.
Amineva in the white, Sahiba in the black. Nothing between them really in terms of pro experience, age, height. But in terms of amateur pedigree, a big difference between the pair of them. Amineva, southpaw, Sahiba, boxing orthodox. So another case of a left-handed Russian against a right-handed away corner fighter. And the away corner scored a big win in that opening contest. Emmanuel Joseph getting the nod against Vasily Yegorov. To use the jab there, Amineva, but she fights straight back at Sahiba as she does again there, and snap the head back of Amineva. Good balance to her, Sahiba. Nicely set up. Can just stay tight and compact, I think, in the face of the Russian, who's got much longer levers. Little bit ponderous with that left hand there, AMINEVA. She's got to make sure that whatever she throws, it goes out quick, it comes back quick. And again, there, leads up with the hook. Is standing up tall, and Sahiba's looking to try and come back with the right hand. She's shaping here, AMINEVA. Little feint with the front foot and throws that lead right hand. Sahiba, I think, will
No hold, no hold.
fancy this after the opening stages and feel that there's a good chance she can get into range here. I'd like to see her be a little bit more aggressive here, Sahiba, actually, after the start that she's had in this opening round. There's not been loads in it, but I think the more telling punches, 2 or 3 of them have been landed by her. AMINEVA slightly hesitant, slightly cautious at times, and if the Indian fighter just looks to close that gap nice and quick, move ahead on the way in, then I think we could see a very interesting fight here. Nice jab there from AMINEVA, and that is the strength that she has. But there's that 1-2 from Sahiba, and that might be enough to win that round for her. AMINEVA needs to use that jab. She's got the height and reach advantage here. Not much in the height when you saw it on the tail of the tape, but she's definitely got the reach advantage. She's got long, long arms. And I think she just needs to gamble a bit here, Sahiba. That was the opening round. It's the first 2 minutes. You don't want to go helpful leather straight away, but I do think that's what she needs to do. She's already seen an away corner win. It can be done. Just already looking a bit sharper at the start of the second round here, AMINEVA. And this is better from her. Just the movements are more precise, they're quicker. They've got more snap in them, and that's exactly what she needed. I think she was just a little bit lacklustre in that opening round. A little bit lethargic, to be honest. But it'd be good to see her just use that lead hand. Just throw that jab. It's such an obvious weapon for her. Just keep throwing it. Good jab. Up from the waist, explodes into the eye line. Nice counter left hand there from AMINEVA. Wouldn't be surprised if the corner got after her a bit after that first round and said, listen, that wasn't good enough. You were sluggish. You've got to be sharper than that. Walks in a bit behind that left hand there, AMINEVA, after just waving that lead hand in the face of Sahiba. And that's better, good range from the Russian. Sahiba just struggling to get up a bit in this second round so far. Lead uppercut there from AMINEVA. And another left straight down the middle. She's had a good round here after a pretty poor opening round, I thought.
Stay back, stay back. Box.
And caught right at the end of the round now, Sahiba, by a crisp shot from AMINEVA, who got started in that second round. First round, she didn't really get out of the blocks, but she certainly did there.
Смотри, Шавиш приучил ты по прямой. Вот теперь используй вот эти моменты. Да. Смотри, сзади вперед с уходом, сзади отсюда. Летел сюда. Все капает навстречу.
Секунданты за ринг. Seconds out. Третий раунд.
So into the third. Jab to the body there from AMINEVA, and then uses the uppercut, and she's utilising those tools pretty effectively. One time she does look a bit vulnerable is when she did what she did there, which is just stepped forward and looked to lead off with her rear hand, which is her left hand. Trying to let her hands go a little bit closer there, AMINEVA. Sahiba, I think, will have been encouraged by that opening round, but not quite as much so by the second round. That's good reflexes from AMINEVA. I thought after the opener that she would have a good shot here at closing that gap and really getting on top of AMINEVA. But it's not proved to be the case. Left-handed to the body there from the Russian, another good shot.
No hold, no hold.
रेस करो कितना ही हो खेलना ही हो बताओ कितना ही हो ना क्या हो ठीक है क्या बोल रहे हैं वो कितना ही हो ना खेलना पड़ेगा पूरा गेम मतलब स्लो कर दिया उसने वो स्लो कर दो राउंड हारिए एक राउंड प्लीज ये राउंड पूरा चेंज करना पड़ेगा साहिबा खेल तुम आगे जाओ पंच नहीं हो रहा तुम्हारा वो गेम स्लो कर दो उसको फॉलो मत करो तुम अपना गेम खेलो हेड मूवमेंट गो फॉरवर्ड पंच 3-4 पंच सेकंड आउट गो फॉरवर्ड पंच प्लीज
बॉक्स
साहिबा पंच वेरी गुड चढ़ जा थोड़ा आगे जाओ आगे हेड मूवमेंट हां वेरी गुड ठीक है थोड़ा हेड मूवमेंट से डायरेक्ट बन जाओ.
Into the second half of the fight, scheduled for 6. AMINEVA in the white, Sahiba in the black. AMINEVA, after a slow start, has boxed well since then. And you look at her there, you look at the physique on her there, and the natural advantages she has are obvious. She does have a serious wingspan, and when she chooses to use it, it's difficult to get inside that jab. It's difficult really to get too near her. Every now and again she'll do that. She'll throw that left-hand lead, and that just brings her closer to her opponent and makes her more hittable. I'm not sure it's a particularly good shot for her, because when she throws it, there's not that much on it. Set it up with the jab and then throw it by all means, but just to step in and throw it as a single punch, I'm not sure it's all that advisable. That's a well-timed left hand there from AMINEVA. Goes orthodox, the Russian. Briefly switches back to southpaw and immediately lands a jab. Uses those reflexes, keeps the hands low for the most part, but has them up there, so it's not like They're around her waist all of the time. She likes to mix it up. Good purchase on the left hand there. Really set, good biting point on it. You can see the arm judder as that landed. The shockwave goes up the arm when the fighter lands a good solid shot. Two more to go here. This schedule for 6 in the welterweight division. And AMINEVA being taken some rounds here after a first round stoppage on her pro debut back in July. That's a good combination there from Sahiba. That time she was in range. And AMINEVA can get caught standing a bit tall with her chin up in the air when she mixes it up at close range. As she gets in tighter to her opponent, she needs to try and stay a bit lower. Taller fighters do like it at that distance a lot of the time because they can really dig their toes in and get some real leverage with those long arms, but you've got to keep that chin down. And this will suit Sahiba more, the kind of fight they're having in this 5th round so far. AMINEVA just needs to keep it on the outside.
No holding. Box.
There's that kind of lazy left hand she throws every now and again, which I don't think can ever really lead to anything good. Into the final 30 seconds of round 5. Good left hand into the body there from AMINEVA. Again, just comes in a bit tall and square there as she lets her hands go. The back foot came round and her feet are following her fists a bit. These are the kinds of things she needs to be careful of, because as a tall fighter, if you stand up too straight, that chin too high and walk in like that, you can find yourself in trouble. But that was good. Sets her feet nicely there and finishes around strongly.
Смотри, наглей здесь смотри, наглей в ближнем бою тоже побоксируй. Не расслабляйся, здесь не любители же. Здесь соберись и там сломай ее. Выйди, здесь сломай ее.
Good jab when she throws that up from the waist. Particularly as a southpaw, it does have a habit of finding its way through the guard. I think what he's saying to her there is that when you throw that left hand, throw it like you mean it, because sometimes she just pushes it out there. Any punch that goes out slow and comes back slow is dangerous to the person who throws it. You're better off not throwing it at all. Right hand there, short right hand from Sahiba. Again, as AMINEVA was just caught standing up a bit too straight.
Stop, listen. You, keep your head up. Box.
But this has been a good choice of opponent for AMINEVA. Sahiba, as I've been saying, is tight, is fairly compact. She doesn't give loads away. And she has been looking to get her punches off and bring some pressure to AMINEVA. And she's going to do 6 decent rounds here. Good jab, good lead right hand there from AMINEVA. The front feet clashed, I think, and that's why she took a little stumble step there, Sahiba, but she's letting that left hand go there, AMINEVA. Sahiba trying to tuck up behind that shoulder, did it semi-effectively. Nice 1-2, uses that up jab and then pulls the left hand in right behind it. And you've got 2 punches coming at completely different trajectories, one coming up from the waist, the other coming in at eye line.
Keep your head up. Box.
Вот нормально. Обманися. Уйди немножко.
Final few seconds.
Stop. Stop. Step back.
And there goes the bell. Decent contest. And a good outing for AMINEVA there. Plenty to work on, but it's still early. Sahiba, as I said, was a good choice of opponent there. That's 6 rounds for AMINEVA. She made a slow start, but recovered from it. That's not a bad experience to have. Sometimes fighters, for whatever reason, could just be a bit flat, but she came out for the second a lot snappier. And as described, she has some good natural tools. And if she can exploit them to their absolute maximum, then she's going to be a difficult fighter to cope with, because she does have a pretty crazy reach on her. Just waiting for Sahiba to get those gloves off and take her place in the centre of the ring.
Дамы и господа, прежде чем прозвучит имя победителя, давайте поблагодарим обеих девушек за этот прекрасный и яркий поединок. Итак, в этом бою единогласным решением судей победу по очкам одержала из золотого угла Азалия AMINEVA.
So AMINEVA gets the decision on points. There wasn't any real doubt about that. After a slow start, recovered to box pretty well. And she goes to 2-0.
Good fight, good fight.
Дамы и господа, рядом со мной победитель этого боя Азалия AMINEVA. Азалия, уже во 2-й раз в Уфе в рамках большого шоу IBA вы деретесь, одержали 2-ю яркую победу, на этот раз не досрочную, прошли всю дистанцию. Короткие, самые первые и важные эмоции.
Конечно, эмоции положительные. Ко мне приехал чуть ли не весь Октябрьский, чтобы меня поддержать. Большое спасибо, Октябрьский, я тебя очень люблю. И, конечно же, хотела выразить благодарность своим тренерам Савкину Александру Васильевичу и Савкину Василию Степановичу. То, что всегда со мной, всегда меня поддерживают. И большое спасибо Шукуровичу, Муталибову Альберту Шукуровичу.
Ну и вопрос, который напрашивается сам собой, кто дальше? Возможно, какое-то имя прозвучит. Возможно, девушка из Алжира, та самая.
Кстати, она так и не ответила на мой вызов. Мы все еще ждем, мы готовы.
Дамы и господа, Азалия Аминева!